Dear student, today we are discussing the 11th level chapter, and the chapter name is submultiple angles. The chapter name is submultiple angles, and in this chapter we are discussing some law about related to this chapter, and after that we are giving some example related to this. We want to present this video as a helping video to you when you practicing this chapter in letters. At first we are giving the law of this chapter, after that we are giving some example of this chapter. Now this is the important law about this chapter, and this law are important for this chapter. When you practicing or doing the sum of this chapter, this information will help you to understand the problems and solve the problems. Okay, we are discussing the formula of this chapter. First formula is sine of theta. Sine of theta is equal to 2 sine theta by 2 into cos of theta by 2. Similarly, cos of theta is equal to cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2, and tan of theta is equal to 2 tan theta by 2 divided by 1 minus tan square theta by 2. Sin of theta is equal to 2 tan theta by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square theta by 2. Cos of theta is equal to 1 minus tan square theta by 2 and 1 plus tan square theta by 2. And these two sin and theta in terms of tan, and these two sin of theta is a normal with sin and cos, and these are the tan with the tan formula. And now these three is a same type formula, and we are discussing the sin of theta, 3 sin theta by 3 minus 4 sin cube theta by 3. Similarly, cos of theta is equal to 4 cos cube theta by 3 minus 3 cos theta by 3, and tan theta is equal to 3 tan theta by 3 minus tan cube theta by 3 divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta by 3. So these are the theta by 3 types formula. That is, you can say 3 theta types formula, these three. And in this chapter some standard value of sine, cos are given, and these are sine of 45 is equal to cos of 36. Why we write this? Because of 90 means 54 plus of 36. That is why sine of 54 is there, then this is the equivalent value of cos of 36. Similarly, in the next term 18 plus 72, and similarly 36 plus of 54 and 72 plus of 18. We are giving all formula in that types. When we taking sine of 54, then cos of 36, sine of 18, then cos of 72, sine of 36 is equal to cos of 54, sine of 72 then is equal to cos of 18. So the value of sine 54 is equal to cos of 36 is equal to root under 5 then plus 1 divided by 4. Similarly, sine of 18 is equal to cos of 72 is equal to root 5 minus 1 divided by 4, and sine of 36 is equal to cos of 54 is equal to 1 by 4 root under 10 minus 2 root 5, and sine of 72 is equal to cos of 18 is equal to 1 by 4 root under 10 plus 2 root 5. This is the important formula in this chapter. Dear student, subscribe the channel. Dear student, subscribe the channel for more informations. Okay, we are moving to the next. In the next sections we are giving some example about this chapter. Okay, move to the next, that is a example sections. The first example of the day is sine 12 theta into sine 48 theta into sine 54 theta is equal to 1 by 8 is equal to 1 by 8. This is the IIT level questions of 82, that 1982 in IIT. Now at first, from the given informations, we can write sine 12 theta, sine 48 theta, sine 54 theta. Now if we multiply with half, then we get 2 sine 12, sine 48 and sine 54. And if we change this, is sine 54 is equal to sine of 90 minus 36. Then we get sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos of theta. So this is the formula, and we are using 2 sine A sine B formula here. 2 sine A sine B formula is here. So cos, now we are using here 2 sine A sine B formula. Then we can write cos of 12 minus 48 minus cos of 12 plus 48. Now here sine of 54 is equivalent to cos of 36. We are using here. So calculating, we get cos of 36 minus cos of 60, cos of 60 and cos of 36. So multiplying of cos of 36 square and half of cos 60 into cos of 36, cos of 36. Now the value of cos of 36 is given. We are previously discussed that cos of 36 is equal to, so the value of cos 36 is equal to root 5 plus 1 divided by 4. We are already discussed this, the standard value of 36. Now we are using here the standard value of cos 36. So root 5 plus 1 divided by 4 whole square is there and half, and we know that the value of cos 60 is equal to half. Then cos 36 is equal to this one. Now after calculating, we get five plus 1 plus 2 root 5 divided by 16 and 1 by 16 multiplied with this one. Calculating this part, 5 plus 1 is equal to 6, and taking the common of 2, then we get 3, and from 2 is common, then root 5 is there, and the divided by 16 is there, and here also 1 by 16 multiplied with root 5 plus 1. Now we are using here and calculating this, 2 is vanished. Now calculating, we get, if we take the common 1 by 16, then we get 3 plus root 5 minus of minus here, minus, and then root 5 minus of 1. Now calculating root 5 is vanished, 1 by 16 and 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So calculating 1 by 8, which is our equal result. Now we are moved to the next example. Now we are discussing the second and the last example of the day. The example is if 1 minus sine alpha by 2 divided by 1 plus sine alpha by 2 is equal to tan square beta by 2, then show that alpha plus 2 beta is equal to 180 degree. According to given information, we can write 1 minus sine of alpha by 2, 1 plus sine of alpha by 2 is equal to tan square beta by 2. Now using the tan square formula in terms of cos theta, we get, using tan square theta types formula in terms of cos, we get 1 minus cos of beta divided by 1 plus cos of beta. Now using the compidendo dividendo in both sides, we get and here also 1 minus cos of beta, 1 plus cos of beta, and 1 minus cos of beta minus 1 minus cos of beta. Now calculating, we get these two are vanish, these are vanish, these are vanish, and this one is vanish. So after calculating, we get 2 by this, and here 2 by this. Now more calculating, we get 1 by sine of alpha by 2 is equal to 1 by cos of beta. So cos of beta is equal to sine of alpha by 2. If we change, then we get cos of beta cos of 90 minus of alpha by 2, because we know that cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Theta is alpha by 2. Now cancelling both sides cos, we get beta is equal to 90 minus alpha by 2, and multiplying 2 beta is equal to 180 minus of alpha, that is alpha plus 2 beta is equal to 180 degree, which is our equation result. Hope the given information and the example will help you when you practicing this chapter in future, and this video will help you to understand this chapter better.